need we have for volunteers at Storymakers Conference is for room hosts. That's because we need to have a room host for every single class offered at the Storymakers Conference. It's also one of the best ways to volunteer, and I'll tell you why. Simply choose to host a class you wanted to go to anyway. You can kill two birds with one stone. Plus, here's a well-kept secret about Storymakers Conference. Being a room host is a great way to meet the instructor. The first time I volunteered to be a Storymakers room host, I was a little bit nervous. When I showed up to the room a little bit early, I found the instructor, Colby Dunn, waiting outside the room. He was also a little nervous. It was his first time teaching at Storymakers. I introduced myself, I told him I was going to be the room host, and suddenly both of us were a little bit less nervous. And that was the beginning of our friendship. I've known Colby for 3 years now, and it's always a highlight of going to the Storymakers Conference when I get to catch up with him. So if there's an instructor you'd like to meet, here's your chance. Here's what you need to do as a room host. Arrive about 5 minutes early if possible. Introduce yourself to the instructor when they arrive. Tell them that you're the room host. Locate the room host clipboard, which will probably be located somewhere at the front of the room, probably next to the podium or on a table at the front of the room. On the clipboard, you will find the teacher's bio. There will also be a 5 minutes card, and there will be a sheet for you to mark attendance. Check with the instructor if you're unsure about how to pronounce their name. Check with the instructor to make sure that their tech equipment is working properly, and if they need anything like a bottle of water or anything like that. If they do, your clipboard will have the contact information for the help desk and the tech desk. This is a rare occurrence, but it does really help if the instructor can get going on their presentation while you deal with finding the help. When it's time to start the class, you go to the front and welcome everyone. State the title of the class and the instructor's name, just in case someone has come to the wrong room. Then you can go ahead and read the bio and introduce your instructor. After about 10 minutes, you can look around the class, count how many people are there, and write it down on the attendance sheet. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the class. At the 5 minutes mark, you can alert the instructor that they only have 5 minutes left by holding up the clipboard with the sign that says 5 minutes. After the class, just simply leave your clipboard right back in the front podium where you found it and go to your next class. You're done.